Hi guys, welcome to Join Inside channel. So today I have here with me some two important people from Holyoke College. They secured a full scholarship of about $88,000. They're going to talk to you guys about their journey into Holyoke College, the visa process, the consult that held on the application cycle. So if you want to know more about studying abroad in the US, this video is for you. Stay tuned and enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notification button on so if I upload a new video, you'll be the first person to see it. Um, Enjoy this video and then peace out, comment and share, like everything. So you guys should tell us your name and then college you're in right now, the level and the major that you guys are doing right now. Any of you can start with it.
Hi, my name is Sadia Tijani, and I'm in Holyoke College. I'm a freshman, and my intended major is computer science.
Cool.
Okay, hi, I'm Titua. I'm also a student of Mount Holyoke College. I'm so sorry. I am also a student of Mount Holyoke College. I'm a freshman too, and I'm also majoring in computer science.
So which high school did you guys go to, like in Ghana and stuff?
I attended Salui Senior High School.
And I attended Wesley Grammar Senior High.
Oh, did you guys like know each other before like coming to Mount Holyoke?
Well, we had like this group where we all met, like to get like familiar with each other, like before we came to school. So we kind of knew each other, like we were a little bit familiar with each other before we came to school.
Oh, um, when did you decide to pursue a study abroad in the US, or when did you guys like thought of it? Was it in high school? Did anybody introduce Mount Holyoke to you guys or anything like that?
Actually, personally, I had always intended like to pursue my undergraduate degree in another country, but I hadn't really like thought about it much until I reached, I think, Form 3 in senior high school, where FX consult like came to school to talk about how the consult is like and how the whole process is like. So that's when I decided like to talk to my parents about it and like tell them this is like what I want to do after high school. And they were like, it's fine if this is what you want to do, if this is what is going to make you happy or make your life better, then why not go into it? So they they came to speak to us. We went to FX consult. We spoke to the consultant at FX Consult and we decided to go with it.
Cool. What about you, Tutua?
It's kind of like a similar story. I was also personally very interested, and when I got to Form 3, um, I I was looking for ways to study abroad, and then I heard about Ghana, and then I decided to go there for um my SAT test, and then after that my college apps.
So did you guys like wrote SAT there? How did they teach you guys to write the SAT and stuff?
Yes, so fortunately for us, we are like kind of like Corona babies in high school.
Mm.
So we kind of graduated high school pretty late. So we had quite little time to study for the SAT, but we went like the various consult, the respective consults, and we had like I think approximately is it 2 months or a month to do like intense studies and a month like to practice. So for FX consult we had like the math tutor and the English tutor who like really helped us. I mean, personally, I think it was a pretty great experience because these students like had gone through the process already and knew how everything was like. So they kind of like walked us through how everything was like. Yeah, basically. So we wrote the SAT actually, and here we are.
Okay, cool. What about you?
Okay, so for me, I went to Ghana, and we had teachers who took us through it was a 3-month prep class, so 2 months for intense studies and then testing and everything, and then the last month for like it's just going to be tests throughout to catch you up with everything. So after that, we had resources who were like the YAF alumni quite a lot of them who also had insights on the college app process and everything. So they helped us with everything, basically everything about the college prep and
So,
application.
what are some of the basic things you guys needed to do to apply to schools? Like, did you use any application stuff like essays? Do you have like an app that you guys use to apply for schools? You can start tutorial, you can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I use the common app where you can apply to for every admission cycle, I think it's one, and then regular you can apply to any number. So during my time, I started with the early decision one. So I had to submit my common app essay, like it's kind of like a personal essay outside of your academics and then extracurriculars talking about yourself. And then aside that, I submitted my WASI, and I also submitted transcripts and essays and extracurricular activities I did in and out of high school.
Okay. What about you, Sadia?
I similar to Tutua, I also use the common app. I think the maximum number of schools you can apply on the common app is like 20 schools. So I did ED2, the early decision two that is, for Mount Holyoke College, and I did the rest as regular decision.
So, did you guys get in ED1 or ED2? Can you briefly explain what the ED1, ED2, and RD means?
Okay. Um, so ED1 is basically meaning early decision one and then early decision two. So because of how different the American educational system is from ours, they give high school students a chance to apply while they're still in high school.
Hmm.
So the ED1 is like maybe your first semester in your final year of high school. That is November, December. So we
Okay.
apply in November and then you get your decisions in December. And then for ED2 is maybe your final semester in high school. That is when you apply in January, and I think by February you have your decisions. But then regular is like when you're out of high school and then you have your final grades and everything, then you're sure that okay, this is where I want to go. That's when you apply for regular. But for me, I did the early decision one. So I managed to get in Mount Holyoke at the ED1 round.
So, how different is the ED1 from the ED2 and then RD? Is it like
Um,
if you
okay.
have to choose one school from ED1, are you supposed to go to that school, or you can like go to any school that you want to go or something like that?
Okay, so once you
For
apply,
sorry,
oh,
All right, man.
sorry.
sorry, you can go.
Okay. So once you apply to ED1 and maybe you do get into the school, you are required to not apply to any other school when you're doing, you can only apply to one ED school per like cycle.
Hmm.
So once you get into the school and then you feel like, okay, I'm not comfortable with this school, you can actually decide not to commit, but once you commit, you have to come here to the school you chose.
Oh, cool. What I experienced out here. Did you
Um, I
get ED1 or ED2 or RD?
I did the ED2 for my Holyoke College, which is like in January. I think the deadline is like in January, and the decisions came, I think, early March or late February. Yes. And for the ED2, the same as the ED1, you have to like to commit to the school. You're basically telling the school that the minute you pick me, I'm not going to any other school, like basically. So you personally, I was lucky to get into my ED2 school. So I didn't have the chance like to go to any other school, though I like loved my ED2 school and I wouldn't really want to go to any other school.
Okay, so how was your reaction like when you realized that you got into Mount Holyoke? How was the experience like? How did you feel and stuff?
Um, I was so happy. I can't even like explain to the extent at which I was like so happy because to get into to ED2, it's quite hard, or ED1 is quite difficult. So it's like I was just walking around and just check my meals, I think, in the morning. And I just like saw congratulate. Oh my God, that's
Oh,
like just
shit.
in my mind. I was super excited.
Oh, cool. How about you, Sadia? Tutua, sorry.
Huh?
Yes, sir. So for me, the decisions were supposed to come like a day earlier, and I didn't see anything. So I was like, I was looking heartbroken. And
Oh,
then the following day, around 12 a.m., I got an email, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? And then I opened the decision letter, and then I didn't see a congratulations. It was actually a yes. So I
okay.
was very
Oh,
confused. I was actually confused because I didn't know what yes meant in that moment. But it took me a while to realize that I had actually gotten it.
So wait, like who was the first person that you guys told that you got in?
I was with my mom at that time, so like I
Oh,
just ran into her room and I was screaming. I'm like, I got in, yeah.
oh, holy shit.
I think mine was the time I checked the mail, I was alone. So I rushed to my room and I called my mom because she wasn't home. I called my mom and like was like, Mommy, God did it, God did it. I was crying, literally. I was crying. I was so excited because
Okay,
like my
so
dream came true.
you guys did ED1, so you don't have like any particular reason why you chose a certain school over the other school. So you chose Mount Holyoke because you got in ED1, right? But do
Yeah.
you like have, let's say, if you had gone into any other school, would you have chosen that school over Mount Holyoke?
No. I'm sorry.
Um, I believe the whole thing is like experiencing like the kind of research you do before you choose the school you want to
Mm.
go to. So like I believe like we did quite intensive research on my Mahodol College and was like, this is going to be like a fun school and like a very good school to go to. So I
And
think
then was it
that's
did the high school that you went to influence the school that you chose because you went to a girls' school? Did you influence Mount Holyoke?
to be honest, first of all, I was like, why should I go to an undergraduate girls' school again? That was like my first expression actually. But I looked at it like this is undergraduate. High school is like a boarding house where you can like really go out until it's vacation. But it's like for this undergraduate school, it's like you literally see boys
Oh.
anytime you want. No, not like you really want to see boys, but like you see both genders at any time in time. Point in time, sorry, I meant any point in time. And I think it's cool, it's chill.
Okay, what about you two?
So I actually went to my a mixed school, so in high school. The reason why I chose my Holyoke was because of the liberal arts education, and then the fact that it was like it's a very gender diverse school, and they have a strong education, especially in relation to gender studies and everything. So I wanted to experience like an environment where there's a lot of women empowerment, and then see how I can find my way around.
Oh, cool. So right now, do you guys actually like the decisions that you took about 4 months ago?
Absolutely, absolutely. I believe this is like one of my best decisions in life because
Oh,
I absolutely love Mahalia College. Honestly, they are like the best. I
okay.
love them.
Uh, and then so after you decided that you want to go to Mount Holyoke College, then the visa process came in, right? So
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit about how the process was like, and then maybe probably on the interview day, how did you feel when they said they've given your visa to you and everything?
For me, again, thanks to Yav Ghana, they have, like as I said, an extensive alumni network. So when it was time for the visa process, we had some info sessions, and then we had some alumni help us with mock interviews, and they prepped us very well, like months before we were supposed to go in. So on that day, I mean, literally everybody knows when you're supposed to go for your interview and everything.
Yeah.
So like everybody's like behind you, just praying for you, you know. So on the day I went with my mom, like for moral support and everything. So once we got there, there was a lot of people. So it was my turn, and then I had my interview, and then VO was like, okay, I'm approving your visa. And then I was like, I couldn't hear anything else. Because I'm like, yay, I'm finally going to Mount Holyoke, my dream school.
Holy shit. What about you?
Okay, so the same way for Apex, they kind of like walk you through the visa process and how it's going to be like, how the D-Day is going to be like. So they kind of like helped us to prep and stuff like that and to go through like a mock interview. Yeah, so I went through like the same process and honestly for me, like on the D-Day or the day before, I wasn't confident. I'm like gonna be so honest.
Yeah,
I wasn't confident because
yeah.
I felt like I'm not ready. I felt like so overwhelmed by everything going on. I felt so exhausted, so tired. And I remember the day before, in the evening before I went to sleep, I went to my because I went to the embassy with my dad. I remember that day I went to my dad crying. I was like, Daddy, I no more want to do this. Like, I'm so tired. What if I didn't get it? My dad was like, you've gone through this like for all these months. We've seen how you like struggled through this process, how you've like done everything to get to this point. Why are you now telling me like you don't want to do this again? I was like, Daddy, I don't feel like it. And he was like, just relax. He talked me like into going into it. He was like, I should relax, everything's gonna be fine. God kind of like rewards hard work.
Mhm.
So your hard work and your efforts. So I kind of like relaxed and like slept. And the next morning, I was so scared. But I mean, my turn came. I went, and funny enough, the minute I went into the room, I wasn't like so scared as I was the day before. I was kind of
Mhm.
like chill because this is like the point where God is gonna like do my decision. What's gonna happen after this? So I was like so chill. Everything that's gonna happen, it's from God. I'm chill. So I went and I answered every question that is, and the viewer was like, she's approved. She's approving my visa. I didn't even know how to feel at that point. When I came out of the room, like from the building, my dad was standing there and I was just normal. He was like, why is she not screaming and like jumping and stuff like that? I didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to react. But I think weeks later, I kind of like now felt the excitement and like
Mhm.
I've really gotten this, like, this is my stuff, my effort piece. It was a great experience though,
Oh,
basically.
okay. 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 So the last question that I have for you guys is do you like the experience so far in Mount Holyoke College? And then like what are some of the things that you wish you could have done? Or like some of the things that you wish you should have said to your consult who helped you to come to like Mount Holyoke College? Would you recommend your consult to anybody in Ghana who is trying to study abroad in the United States, or would you like refer the person to a different course or whatever?
I mean, I'm here, so it means they did a good job. The fact that I'm here with funding and everything means that like they did a good job. I'm definitely gonna recommend my consult, which is FX consult, to anybody. You guys should go there, like they're good. So I'm definitely gonna recommend my consult to anybody. And the experience has been great. I mean, I like the experience because this kind of like showed me a different kind of life, a different aspect of life because I had never actually like gone to school and work at the same time. Like that wasn't my life back in Ghana. So like coming here and having to like manage school, the visa process, it's like kind of like shifts your life in a good direction and you kind of like learn more and you get more insights in life rather than just being at one point in life.
All right, but what about you?
So for me, I would strongly recommend Yav Ghana because they do a very terrific job of helping young high school students to apply here and then still guide you as you're still here through the whole college process, getting work on campus, navigating your studies and the alumni network also really helps because there are people who have actually passed through the college system here. So they have all the experience and all the knowledge you need. And so there's always somebody to guide you, academically, socially, emotionally, even in your career and everything. So I'll strongly recommend Yaf. Yaf Ghana is like a lifetime thing. You know,
Great.
they're always helping you to the end.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
then for me, yeah. Oh, sorry.
yes.
So I was saying that the experience here, it has really, really opened up my whole perspective on life. I get to see here that the way I used to live back home, my perception of things has really, really widened. It has broadened a lot. I've learned a lot from the friends I've made, from the professors whose classes I've taken, and then from the places I work to. So I'd recommend anyone who wants to study abroad. I would recommend that anyone who wants to study abroad should actually come.
Cool. One last question, and then we'll be done with this interview. Do you guys
Okay.
miss? Do you guys like miss your parents back home or like your friends, or
Uh,
especially the food and everything? You guys miss like sometimes you want to get some food to eat or whatever, or any sort of food back in Ghana. Do you guys miss anything? Yeah.
um, okay, what I would say I miss, um, um, I miss the food. Yeah, because the food here is like very new to me. Like when I first came here, it was very new. So I used to miss the food back home a lot. And then and I'd say the heat sometimes because it gets very cold over here.
Oh,
So yeah, the two things I miss the most, the food and the heat. And then for my family, I miss them every day, you know.
okay.
The same for me. I mean, the food. And we used to think like Ghana is so hot, Ghana is hot, but the cold here, I mean, I want to go back. No, but I don't really want to go back, but I mean, I want a little bit of that heat.
Exactly,
It's
right?
nice, just a
Yeah.
little bit of it here. And yeah, exactly, my family. I miss my family. I miss my siblings, my parents. I miss them so much, but it's all worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for this interview. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.